Hi, Shivas.
Hello.
We're back.
We are.
In our last post, we said we were going to talk about some new books, and Jody and I have matching books here, all by Nita Tucker. I love Nita Tucker. I consider her one of the many people responsible for leading me to my mate for life.
We should tell her that. We gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah, I do want to send a thank you card to you. You know what? I'm very sappy, but I have to tell you a sappy story.
Okay.
So JD and I met in an orchestra, and there was this guy, Joel. I won't say his last name. But I had gotten my violin repaired at his little shop, and he was the one that told me about the orchestra.
Oh.
And when JD found that out, he said he was going to send Joel a Stradivarius.
I don't know what that is, but I like the story.
It's an expensive, very expensive violin.
Oh, wow. I think a card would have sufficed.
But he didn't. It was just more of the point.
That's cute. I like that story.
So I bought Jody the How Not to Stay Single book because I am like Jody's aunt that she sees at Thanksgiving or whatever, like, oh, did you find a boy yet? that's my role.
I
for
have
you.
a lot of those. No, I have plenty of those.
So I bought her the book that I used that helped me find my husband. Now, granted, it was on take 2 that I found JB. So I read the whole thing, and I did the steps, and then I did the steps a second time.
And you did the steps alone, right? I mean, it wasn't like a joint thing. Okay, I'm getting confused with my books.
This is a book all by yourself. You don't have your mate yet. You're
That's
single.
right, because I'm single.
But I didn't have anyone to help me, even though I had a really close girlfriend who was single, too, at the time. But she had no interest in doing these things with me.
Oh. I'm right here. Anyway, I'm scanning, and I like some of this. First of all, I'll tell you what pops out at me was this, when people tell you, oh, just don't look. It'll happen for you when you're not looking.
Really? Stupid.
I've been not looking for 15 years.
I tell you what she said in that book that I took away from it the most was that if you want to be with somebody, then you should put as much time and energy into that as you do, like, finding a job.
Yeah.
Like, if you wanted a new house, would you just wait till it happened? You know, if you wanted a new job.
If you're not looking for a new house, it'll happen when you're not looking.
No,
really?
That's stupid. Once you get out of college, your chances of running into somebody of the opposite sex plummet
who is
like a
also single.
skydiver.
It's true. That's true.
I felt like when I graduated from college in a major that was all women, I have to tell you something. I went to college for 4 years with 5,000 people at that college, and I'll be damned if I don't think one single resident of my college asked me on a date. For 4 years. I dated during that time, but they were all people from my hometown.
Really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of went through that, too. Why is that?
I don't know.
Huh, weird. Anyway.
Crazy crap.
Yeah, but after college, everybody kind of pairs off.
Yeah, and then
married
you're screwed. No.
We're going to have to edit this whole thing.
No, it's okay.
Swearing.
So screwed does swear. You can say screwed on YouTube.
You said damn earlier. Anyway.
I say damn and screwed, and I don't consider it swearing.
You're so pretty. Anyway. Where were we? I'm just imagining Sharon watching this.
I bought this How Not to Screw It Up book. Because I love my husband very much, and I would like to stay with him until I'm old and gray.
And not in addition to How Not to Stay Single, which means after college you're screwed. After 40... You're double screwed.
I know you didn't want me to find
that. Let me tell you what I just pulled out of here, and I hope I can find it. It basically said that, here we go. Many years back, a Harvard-Yale study went into, this study was in the news and in Time and in Newsweek, and it made a lot of women depressed because it said that women after 40 had a greater chance of being hijacked by a terrorist than getting married. This is what the study was about, and that's what it said.
I think what they're trying to say is stop traveling so much and stay home and meet your man.
Yeah, that's probably what they were trying to say, exactly. That's exactly how I interpreted that. So anyway, this is many years ago, so I think that we've evolved since then. God, I hope we've evolved since then. But anyway, so now I'm reading How Not to Stay Single After 40. I'm just a little over 40, by the way.
Yeah, just very slightly.
Like a day.
So we're going to read these books, and by the time we come back and post to you next time, Jody is going to be engaged.
Yeah.
And my husband's going to be singing when he wakes up in the morning. So happy because I'm not screwing it up anymore.
You're not screwing anything up. You guys have a wonderful marriage, but the fact that you are trying to cultivate it, I think, is just admirable.
Well, I think that, am I shouting in your ear?
No,
okay.
it's fine.
I think that you shouldn't ever just take your relationship for granted. You need to tend to it like a garden.
Oh, I like that. And I need to approach my desire to have a mate. I don't like that word mate. To have a significant other that I care about. I need to approach that more actively.
Yeah, I'll say.
I don't know why. God, I drag my feet on that. Like, I will look for a job night and day, all day long. I'll do so many creative things, and it comes to dating, I'm like, I can go bury my head in the sand. What is that? Why?
I think that's something you need to journal on.
I think so. I don't understand. I just don't get it.
That's one of the steps they say in all this is, do you really want this?
I do, but I don't want to look for it. I don't want to put in the effort, so I need to figure out why. Why? Help me. Anyone? Anybody know why? That's silly.
Maybe you think that your Prince Charming should just find you and you shouldn't have to do any
I don't
work.
believe that. I really don't. I'll put in the work, but I don't know why I'm so unwilling.
Well, because it's not always that fun, but...
Maybe it's just that it's more personal. Like finding a job, I think if you get turned down for a job, it's like, meh. But if you get turned down by a man, it's kind of hurtful, maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, I'll think about that.
You gotta get a thick skin. I'll tell you, how many millions of dates did I go on when we were first friends? And I had some guys say some harsh things to me. You just gotta get a thick skin.
Yeah, man, if you're watching this, don't do that. Don't be mean.
And girls too, because I know I said some harsh things to some guys. I know when we were down at the beach, some nasty things came out of both our mouths.
At the beach?
When we go to Shepherd's.
We don't go there anymore.
Jody's mother gave really good advice once, and we're gonna stop here because we're talking forever.
Yeah.
But she said, if some guy walks up to you and maybe he's not your cup of tea, don't be rude to him because, well, first of all, it's not nice to be rude. Oh, but there were guys that came up that were like so not who we liked, and we were like, who the hell are you talking to? But you should never act like that because you never know when, like, Ryan Seacrest might be 2 feet away watching you diss this poor, pathetic guy who came up and tried. And he's like, oh, I thought she was cute. But look at her being so mean to that guy.
That's right. Mom, that was good advice. And I do love Ryan Seacrest. I don't know why he's my ideal.
I'm going to cry.
That just made me laugh. That was funny.
Anywho, so if anybody knows anyone that looks like Ryan Seacrest.
And has that wit. I need the wit.
Or Ryan Seacrest if you're watching.
Hi, Ryan.
I don't know what your relationship status is, but
I'm over 40.
I'm going to go Google that.
Okay. Let's be done.
Okay, bye-bye.